A couple of years ago, 2007, two police officers responded to a domestic violence report in Mecklenburg County. They were gunned down. Two police officers murdered, left for dead. Demetrius, I can't even remember his first name, I just want to call him a killer. The killer has decided that he is only going to have a capital case brought against him because he's black, and the two police officers were white. They've actually filed a motion that is delaying that case, a murder that happened in 2007, 2010, for more months. And we actually have the wife of one of the officers here, and I appreciate her courage and her bravery. She's tried to go around to legislators today to simply, or yesterday and today, and she said that she's willing to come back to simply say, let's at least stop this abuse of the act. Let's at least call for a change in the law that will only allow this to be applied to people who have been convicted of a capital crime. Their guilt is no longer in doubt. They have been convicted, they are guilty, and they can use this as a last recourse to potentially have their sentence commuted to something other than death after their conviction. That's the substance of the legislation that we're going to propose and file, something very simple. We won't change the scope of it, we won't change the procedures, we will simply say that defense attorneys and accused killers are not going to have this in their toolkit before the trial ever proceeds. We're working with the draft. We had hoped to have it today. There are some things that I want to work on before we pass it out, but we will get it out to you as soon as possible, probably later today. But now I would like to introduce Jennifer Shelton, and I would like for her to tell a little bit about her story and a victim's perspective on why this Racial Justice Act is anything but just.
Thank you for allowing me to speak this morning. First, I want to say to Representative Thom Tillis and Representative Justin Berg, thank you for helping me bring the issues surrounding the Racial Justice Act to light. Over 3 years ago, on March 31st, 2007, I kissed my husband, Charlotte Mecklenburg police officer Jeff Shelton, goodbye, and he went to work. This was the last time that I saw my husband alive. In the early morning hours of April 1st, 2007, while responding to a domestic disturbance call with his partner, Sean Clark, both officers were shot and killed. The families of Jeff and Sean have been waiting for 3 years for this case to go to trial. We finally had a trial date set for July 12th. Then, on April 29th, we were called into court when the defense filed a motion to use the Racial Justice Act. The judge granted the defense motion, and the result is that the proceedings have been delayed yet again. Let me first say that I disagree with the basis of the Racial Justice Act. I believe that a person is tried for their crime and not for the color of their skin. A defendant may argue and win a claim of racial discrimination under current law. Therefore, I do not support giving criminals another tool to use to get away with the crimes they have committed. This act does not deal with the innocence of a person, but it does give a person guilty of murder an opportunity to get off of death row. Or, in a case such as ours, it gives a person charged with murder a chance to avoid a death sentence based on statistics from other cases. I believe people should pay for their crimes. I believe victims deserve justice. I've met with several senators and representatives, and I'm hearing over and over again that this is not what they intended to happen when they voted for this bill. Yes, I'm standing here because this hit me personally. However, I'm not here for only that reason. I do not want another family to have to endure what we have had to endure. I implore the citizens of North Carolina to call their state legislators and ask them to revisit the Racial Justice Act. I also ask you to call the governor and raise your concerns to her. I do want to let you know that Sherry Clark, who is the widow of Officer Sean Clark, would have liked to have been here this morning. She is also opposed to the Racial Justice Act. However, this is also Police Week, and she and her sons are representing Sean at a police memorial service and could not attend the press conference today.